With those engines behind us, we're going to do 3 individual projects today that I've been putting off. It's new toy day on the boat, so many of you have seen my giant super yacht fenders, which are actually really great in times when I would need them. They're 24 inches wide, but they're not really practical in a normal slip. They're also monsters to keep inflated. So started looking at different fender solutions. If you've ever bought fenders, you know they are not inexpensive. And came upon a company in Florida called Elite Fenders. If any of you guys watch Gus over on Into Deep, he uses those. But I reached out and instantly created a bond. Super friendly, happy to help. And actually, they said, well, let's meet. And I said, well, I'm in Sarasota. I'm on the West Coast. And they said, we got a guy there. He'll take you to coffee today. So really just surprising. I mean, a high degree of kind of that human touch and really good people, great startup entrepreneur story, which I love personally as a multiple small time business owner. And so let's take a look at these things. So that's nice. Everything comes in a fender bag. So those are ropes. Oh, that's cool. Every fender is in a bag. So this is the boxer. So this is a vertical fender. This is the wall. This is going to be our horizontal. And this is another vertical fender. So I'm really eager to see the wall. So this is a 48 by 18. This is one of their signature products. Material is super heavy and strong feeling to me. These things are engineered with steel, man. D-rings. Let's get that guy inflated. So you can buy your pump from Elite. I already had one. So it's just it's the same pump I would use to air up the dinghy. So see the shape, how it's more rectangular. So we're gonna sit that off the boat, probably like this. I'll show you why I picked this, because I got an area that definitely needs something different. And even the fender ropes have a bag. It's awesome. I think I'll space these where I tie it on the water. Show you what I'm thinking. So today's a good example of why I'm doing this. It's a little windy today. So let's pull this big fender. What I want to see is if I can or I'm floating it on the wall here. Like this. So I'm not going to permanently tie it yet. Just want to kind of look at it. See if it'll work. Okay. That's one. I gotta watch this area right back here. Let's try one of our verticals here. Little better size for our boat. So we still get the height, but we don't get the 24. This is an 18. These things are made out of like rib material. They're much better than other inflatables I've used before. Yeah, so I think I'll move that forward. May not have the length to do this. And that's amazing. All the accessories store up nicely into that little box. All right, let's take one more look here. This one's the one I like, the wall. So it's perfectly centered on that white rub rail if we get close to it, but we're not gonna get close to it because of these 18-inch diameter guys. Elite fenders. Get a little discount in the description, but I'll keep reporting on how they are. So I was just running the generator and it shut itself down. So I want to look at the water pump. It looks very hot, temperature-wise. Tore up a couple of these brass screws, unfortunately, but we got it off. Well, that would do it. Since that impeller was so torn up, I'm just following the water pipe up. Look in there, there's a lot of it. All right, that's 30 minutes of maintaining temp. We're definitely moving water. So is this very cold. We can call that done. So I got a little gremlin I'm going to diagnose. I lost my bow thruster on the way into dock recently. And of course, you know, that's when it happens. It doesn't happen when I'm out in open water. It happens when I'm in tight quarters and it's time to park the boat. So my controls appear good. But meaning I've got power, but I don't know if I'm getting power to the unit. So we're going to go meter out some stuff and see what we find. Two Optimas 12-volt wired in series to give me 24, charged by that. This is the fuse. I don't know a lot about this, but I looked at it a little bit. And here's my bow thruster. Try it anyway. 14. So here we have 24. We do. I would really think it's probably in this fuse system. All right, here's what this thing is. So when I think about stuff at midnight, I like to have pictures. All right, battery positive comes in on the left and is fused with a 500 amp A&L. 28. 28. Okay, and nothing on that side. This goes to the control wire. So again, I'm really thinking, maybe slash hoping that this is a fuse thing. So it looks like all the fusing is probably on this guy. That A&L fuse is good. Really like a part number on this pump. So if you guys want to know how I do something I've never done, I'm going to actually use ChatGPT. Sending it pictures. My bow thruster, a Sleipner motor with this control isn't activating. So that's a Sleipner side power, 24 volts. It gave me a part number. Confirm power at the thruster battery bank. Done. Input side. Done. Okay, it wants me to turn it on and see if I hear a clunk. So let's just videotape that. Turn on the control and see if I hear a thump. All right, I did hear it, and you heard it. Okay, verify the yellow control wire. So I'm going to connect my negative over here, and we're going to pull the yellow control wire, and we should be getting 24 on this. 24 on which side? Okay, yes, we have 28, and you just heard it click on it. With the red knob pulled up, emergency mode on, the switch should mechanically engage power. Okay, so we're pulled up. Okay, mechanically engage power to the control circuit. Okay, we do have it. All right, so we're going to test it real quick. All right, so what you guys heard the first time was me going left. And the second time was me going right. And it seemed like it wanted to run away on the right. So that's not good, right? I wonder if we have blown a couple of these. All right, so these are apparently contactors. Pointing to the contactors, so we're going to test continuity on those. Use a multimeter, and if you see low resistance when they're off, it's welded closed. We'll get those contactors for the bow thruster and see if that fixes it. But next week, we're going to start perhaps the most exciting project of all, a new house battery bank followed by our open source boating install.